Oh yeah, we should have like seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, we should. We kind of missed out on that.
Oh, true.
Oh, Adam, you should introduce this as Season 2, Episode 1.
Just
every episode we should.
Every 15 episodes is a new season, so this
No,
is
you should just make
every
new
episode is a new season.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
Season 20.
Season 16.
season 16 episode 1.
Yes. Oh no, but Felix's podcast was Season 14, Episode 2.
You have to call it the season finale.
Oh, true. Episode 2.
Yeah. Every episode is a season premiere and finale.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Dlsone Podcast episode 16, the season premiere of season 2 and the season finale of season 2. I'm Adam, or the Rubik's Cubed.
I'm Daniel Goodman, or DG Cyoubx.
I'm Daniel Karnak, or Derpy Cuber.
I'm Avocado, or #Cuber.
I'm Allison Lee, the programming Cuber.
And today our guest is Albert Yu, or Cyoubx.
Hello.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, as per usual, we're going to get right into the Q&A. We're really excited for this. Let's get started. Who wants to take this first question?
I'll do it. So, from you, yourself, and Pi, I have 3 questions. What's your favorite cube of all time? Doesn't have to be your main. For instance, I like the F2, but I don't compete with it. That's question number 1, I guess.
Wait, then why is it your favorite?
Well, no, I get
He likes
that.
the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might say Long V1.
Yeah, I was gonna say LMV1 too. It has a lot of good memories associated with it.
I like
Yeah.
the Shang-Shou Pyraminx.
I think you guys would know mine, or DG would.
Okay.
I would.
Wallong.
But only like out of the box Wallongs.
Oh, okay.
I only like
Okay, you
those.
should just keep buying them.
Yeah, exactly. When they break in, like it loses that like sand, like scratchy sandy feel. I love that so much.
That feel
I would just,
lasts
keep
for
buying
10
balls.
turns.
Yeah, so every 10 turns I'd buy a new Wallong.
Dude, you won't even like get through an official solve with that feeling.
Like every day he makes half a turn. Lasted 20
No,
days.
I should buy like 5 Wallongs for 1 average and have like a competition.
Just bulk order Huolongs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mine would probably be the Guhong version 1 or the CX3.
CX3,
Wait, what was your
really.
answer to the Cyoubx Friends thing contest?
Oh, that was Guhong version 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Any
see.
particular reason why?
What's
Because I think it like actually changed cubing. So a lot of people say like, oh, the cube doesn't matter. It's like the cuber or whatever. But like that cube actually made people
Yeah.
faster.
Like
was,
nowadays
like,
it
an
doesn't
actual
really matter, but
Yeah, now it
oh,
doesn't matter.
true,
Before.
true.
Yeah, but because the best cube before that was probably like the F2 or something, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like from F2 to reverse corner cutting was a big step. So it was good.
All right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good cube.
So the second question is, what's your least favorite WCA event that you've tried? For instance, if you've never tried clock, you can't say clock.
Probably Pure.
Clock.
So I can't say
Kira.
clock. So
Rip DG.
I don't know,
Yeah,
probably like
sorry.
Cube or something.
Either
Probably
clock or
Pura.
OH for me, actually.
OH.
Mine is definitely 2x2. Yep.
Yeah, I'd say
I went
Kira.
there.
Kira's dumb and also
Yeah,
dumb.
Pura.
I went there.
Pura, for sure.
Thanks, Ava.
Pira, also
No
Pira.
chill.
Did I mention Pira?
No,
Basically, what we're saying is that what you're good at, DG, is worthless.
Yep. Yep.
So I
bad.
always sign up for 2x2 as like my joke event so that I can warm up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's how little I care about it.
I do it because I want a good single.
You sound like you're 9. I'm going for 2x2 world record single.
No, but legit, my song ranks hurts because of 2x2 single.
Who cares about someone ranked single?
You, because you have FWR for it.
Nice.
For female.
Well, I have it for average too, so.
Well, I mean, shut up.
Wait, Derpy, did you say you have female world record for female?
No, I said you have world record for female.
No, I thought you said you have FWR for female.
Did I say that?
I think
oh,
you
whatever.
As opposed to FWR for males.
Guys, some people might get triggered, so let's move the topic.
Fine. Question
Fairly
3.
true.
How much faster do you guys think you will average in your prime of cubing? For instance, what
Prime
would
of
you
cubing.
average when you are the best in your cubing career?
I actually wrote myself a time capsule that I should open on my birthday a couple days before I graduate. And I think if I recall correctly, I remember putting my PB average of 100 on 3x3 as like sub 7.
Ooh.
So I have high standards. I put some really high standards on there because I wrote that last year. So
I think the best I could ever expect to average on 3x3 is like 9 seconds or so. Because I improve really slowly. Even if I keep cubing for like years and years and years, I don't think I'm going to get much faster than that.
I hope I get like, I don't know. I'm like hovering just above 10 right now. And I'm like a third sub 10. Like a third of my solves are sub 10. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I would hope I would be like sub, I don't know, 8 point something. At least.
I would say sub 7.5 for me.
I think I've already peaked, so this is kind of a depressing question.
What was your average when you peaked?
So right before I quit was probably my peak. I think I was right around like 10.3 or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For me, I only see myself drifting further away from speed solving. So I would say like maybe in a year and a half, probably sub 15, and then I wouldn't really want to pursue it any further than that. But let me ask a follow-up question related to this. In basketball and athletics and stuff like that, there is a typical year that you say somebody is in their prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually like 27 in basketball, right?
Uh-huh.
Is there a not necessarily age, but in
Yeah.
cubing, is there specific like you know what I'm trying to say? Is there a
Yeah.
specific thing that makes somebody like at the top of their game?
I don't think so. I think cubing is really hard to.
I
Because
think
it's
cubing
not.
is an ageless sport.
Yeah, it's not like physically exerting really. So
But once you
it's
do
all
get
dexterity,
older,
I guess.
But
Yeah.
like once you get older, you
Yeah.
don't see that many
Yeah.
older cubers, like, you know,
Yeah.
40 or so, who are
Yeah,
really fast.
there are very few cubers who are like in their 30s and above that are, you know, world record
Yeah.
world class.
Yeah, so you guys are too young, so let me give you some old person perspective. So I don't think it's a physical thing. I think it's more of like a social aspect of it, because like when you get older, you get less time to practice and stuff, and then you have
Yeah.
like other priorities that you take over, like over cubing. And so I think that's the biggest thing. It's not that like old people can't be fast; it's that they don't care enough to practice to be like world class. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Too real
that's
for
My
me.
the
dad just learned how to solve a 3x3 from the Cubicles tutorial.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually like wildly surprised by like how Felix still manages to find time to practice. 'Cause he's obviously not showing any signs of getting any slower, but he's like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he's either in like college or graduate school or somewhere in that
Yeah.
like age you know group.
Wait, who's old that's actually fast? Like old, like
Uh,
older than 30 or something.
Good question.
Bob Burton,
DG.
for sure.
Bobber.
Bob.
Oh.
But what?
DG,
what
you're
about
30,
them?
right?
Wait, is Tim older than 30? Yeah.
Wait, Tim Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ask for Tim Reynolds? Oh,
Cubing is
wait,
more
wait,
of a
what about-
mental sport than it is physical.
what
so
about
I don't think
Marcin Masco? Is he over 30?
Oh, true.
Wait, is he?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. He kind of looks like it.
I mean, he's married.
He is.
So,
Is
yeah.
he really?
Yeah.
everybody knows that you can't be married unless you're 30.
No, I'm just trying to figure this out, because he's been married for a while, too. Like, I think, you know, his judge
Oh,
for
no.
the multi-blind world record is his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure if she was his wife then, though. I'm pretty sure, at least.
Whoa, did they meet through cubing?
Aww.
Anyway, I think that cubing is
Anyway.
I love the segue.
segue.
Anyway.
So I think that cubing is more of a mental sport than it is physical, so you don't have the same limitations that exist in an athletic sport. But just like what Albert was saying about like the social aspect, I think like in a way you almost grow out of it because when you're younger, it's much easier to connect to the community.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like as you get older, you sort of get pushed out more,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you know
see,
there's
cubing
not
is
as many
still
people
really
to
young,
connect to.
though.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that's
true.
true.
Like I really want to see what happens to like everyone our age in like 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'd like to see
yeah.
that.
Like, yeah. Even
or like
though the cube
Felix,
is like
or
40,
and stuff.
Yeah.
even the cube is
See-
like 40 years old. The sport,
Yeah.
like actual serious speed cubing is a little over 10 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
See, I'm
Barely
not
full.
completely sure I agree with the fact that, like, older cubers aren't faster because they have less time, because, like, when you look at, like, FMC, which isn't a speed-based event, a lot of older cubers are faster at that.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like,
Faster.
better at FMC.
Better.
But it-
Yo,
it's-
world record FMC.
But that's
20
like,
seconds.
That's different for practice though, right? Because like if you're speed solving, you have to do like a lot of averages, whereas like FMC
Yeah.
is like something you can do on the train or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you're just
That
like
makes
practicing
sense.
block building. So it's a little bit
Yeah.
different in terms of how you practice.
Yeah.
Next time, I'm gonna sign up for FMC. Go for fastest FMC ever.
just do a speed solve and write it down.
It's like, I got it. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. World record FMC. How many moves did you get? 102.
I mean, if
think-
you can write
I think-
102 moves in 3 minutes and, like, figure them out, too.
I mean, that's not
pretty
legal
impressive.
because you have an 80 move limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I think there's like a world record for like fastest FMC thing. I think
Really?
it's like 5 minutes. I think. I'm not sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
It must be like fastest FMC sub 30 moves or something. Like it can't be
Something
just-
like that.
Yeah, because otherwise you just do a speed
But-
solve, right?
Yeah.
And then you like
Yeah.
reconstruct.
You just go
Yeah,
move by
yeah.
move and keep writing it all down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you could. Nothing says you can't, except
And then
the
you
80
just-
move rule.
Except
Yeah,
you,
exactly.
except you might get really bad results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, an average
Alright.
speed solve should not be 80 moves though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If you
You've
use
never
C-Solve
seen
or
me
something,
solve.
you can sub 70 at least, even if it's
Yeah.
a bad solve.
The average is around 60 moves, isn't it?
I think around
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. The next question is from Nathan Chung. If the GAN's 356 Air UM is the Emma Watson of cubes, then what cube is the Sarah Strong of cubes?
So I'm guessing that was in reference to like my video.
Yeah. It
So
says
I
for
originally
Cyoubx.
I originally was going to say Sarah Strong of cubes. But
Wait,
I
hold
felt
on.
that was- I felt
I
that
don't
was
get this. Wait,
inappropriate.
what'd you say about this? What? Can you explain this? I might have not watched your video.
Confusion.
Wow, you don't watch my videos.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I really
Derpy.
don't like you,
Oh,
Albert.
man.
Albert, I mean, I just don't like your content. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I
Ouch.
don't either.
I'm kidding.
No, so in my it was either the unboxing or the review of the UM. I was saying that the cube was like the Emma Watson of cubes, but I originally was going to say it was the Sarah Strong of cubes
Why is it the Emma Watson cube?
because Emma Watson is amazing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I feel like the Sarah Strong of cubes has to be like a cube that DNFs you a lot. Like the Along V1.
Oh, that's
And
probably
also
true.
knows
actually.
5,000 digits of pi.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just got an
Okay.
idea. This is completely unrelated, and you'll probably be very confused where I got this from. But we should have a hall of fame for really good like usernames, because this next one I really like this username, and last episode we had a really good username
Oh,
too.
like
Oh, yeah.
Cuberius.
Oh, true,
Cuberius,
true,
yeah.
Cuberius, yeah.
I'm gonna make it happen. Don't worry, guys. So
Sorry, I
Not
was
worrying.
worrying. Don't worry, guys. Okay.
I got you.
I was so dang worried.
Yeah. You
I don't know what I
had me
would've
at the
done.
edge of my seat with how worried I was.
And you know what I meant. Anyway, so the next question is from. Does somebody else want to take it?
Sure, I'll take it. From Chilium.
I like that, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Nobody really agrees with that.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Crapping
Yeah, it's
all over
good.
Don't worry,
Alex's
Chilium.
ideas.
I like
good.
it. I like it.
I paused for you to give your feedback on the username, but okay, so for Cyoubx and everyone else, what is the biggest change in the cubing community in your opinion, good or bad, and how did it affect you? I'm gonna say removing magic. No, just kidding.
Removing Rainbow Cube.
Yeah, you guys can go first. You guys should go first. I need to think. It's been too long.
I would say like some of the negativity that exists in the. It's been described before as toxicity. I believe Chris.
Oh yeah.
referred
Probably
to it, Chris also
YouTube.
referred to it as
Just YouTube.
toxicity. Just the community in general online becoming less accepting over time.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That is the most negative aspect of cubing that has changed, in my opinion, in the last few years.
Well, that just happens to anything that gets older.
Okay,
gets
fine.
bigger. Oh my god.
I mean, and
Any
see, the
sport-
thing is, people do say that, but there were a lot of like trolls even like back in the day.
Yeah,
That's
I actually
true.
don't think it's more toxic. I think it's about the same level. I think
It's just-
that
yeah.
the reason we perceive it as more toxic is because like in numbers there's more, but like
Yeah.
proportionally
That's
there's
true.
not. But it's because like we focus so much on the hate that like we think
Yeah.
it's more toxic.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
I think
That's
it's
true.
like ratio wise it's about the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
And also,
Also-
there are a lot more younger Cubers who are probably more prone to say like immature things on
Yeah,
the internet.
that's true.
Oh,
I would like to
you-
mention
you
also
worded that
that
so well. I had no idea how you're gonna pull that off and not offend anybody. I would have been like, there are a lot of stupid people who are stupid.
I'm offended.
There
Thank
are a
you.
lot of
I'm
naive
proud.
little kids who, like, that's not their fault, but just because of the fact that they're young is why they would be
Yeah.
posting stuff online.
No, we should be honest and just realize that a lot of it is their fault.
Yeah.
It's not just their age. Like, let's be real here. Like, a lot of kids don't behave appropriately.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
A-
true.
and adults. And adults
And let's
as
be
well.
honest, I've met some really, really cool people who are younger than me, and you guys are awesome.
Yeah,
I'd
it's not.
say.
It's
They're
not
people-
mutually exclusive.
There are people that are
older
just
Oh,
your
kids-
yeah,
age,
for sure,
but are,
for sure, yeah.
are half as awesome, or
Yeah,
the opposite.
or very not much as awesome.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's
People who
definitely
are half
true.
as awesome.
I don't know.
It's important to mention when making that comment. I want to also back that up by saying, like, you know, cubing as a community, the problem is a lot less than some other places.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
oh my
it's-
goodness, some communities
It's just,
are.
yeah, I know. It's not good, but it's
Comparatively not bad. Yeah.
Comparatively not as
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
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 Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, I think that's why I've like Cyoubs for as long as I have, or like why I quit, but then I come back is honestly just for the community. Because like I'm not getting any faster, right? Like I already mentioned that I already peaked, so I'm only still around because the community's pretty good. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, like, I've had some competitions where I come home and in the car I'm just thinking, like, I love the Cuban community. You know, like, there are a couple
Yeah.
competitions where I just
Yeah.
feel like that.
Oh, totally.
Like Ledgewood was one of those. I just really felt like it made me love cubing so
Oh
much.
yeah, Ledgewood was
you
so
know?
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good call.
wasn't there.
Me neither.
Well, Derpy, you were playing your musical instruments.
No,
Adam, don't know what the
I didn't
heck
play.
you were
I
doing.
didn't play a single gosh darn note.
Oh gosh darn.
I was studying for the SAT.
Wow, that's worthwhile.
That's nerdy.
Boring.
it's pretty try-hard.
It's pretty try hard.
yeah, I never even took the SAT.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's true.
I didn't really have a
Anyway.
choice. I had to choose between Clifton or Ledgewood. I probably should have chose Ledgewood.
No.
Ava's
What?
offended.
The organizers right here.
The organizer's grandma.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that Clifton was so bad that, like, I probably should have chose the other one.
Would you rather have avocado or Tommy Cherry's grandma?
I'm not saying that the
Oh my
Clifton,
God.
Clifton was bad. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I felt like Ledgewood probably was, like, the better choice of the two.
Wow.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not trying to be mean. You did a great job at that competition.
Ava's
I'm
just
not
like
saying that.
you're like slowly inserting a knife.
Yeah, you're like not defending yourself at
I'm gonna
all.
stop. I'm gonna stop. Right there.
Stop.
I didn't mean to offend anybody. It was like,
Rory is gonna
hey, I went to your
watch this
competition
podcast
though.
too.
I chose your competition though. In the end, that's what I chose. I don't regret it. I liked it.
Thanks. Okay, from Sam the Cuber. How would you go?
Wait. I like how there's not a space between Sam and the.
Okay, fine.
but
Let
there
me
is a space between the
rephrase this.
Okay.
From Sam the Cuber. How would you guys go about meeting new cubers and not making it awkward? By the way, cubers is possessive, so
Oh my god.
he didn't really specify what the cuber is possessing, but I'll ignore that one. Also, what method would you recommend for a beginner at Cyoubs?
Oh wait, first of all, I think I know what happened with the Sam the Cuber thing. There's a first name and a last name
Oh,
slot. So
true.
They had to split it
Oh.
up somehow.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you do like Sam and then? the
Yeah, I don't
Cuber?
know.
Yeah. Sam though.
Sam the
No, but you
Cuber.
can put a space in your first name. I'm pretty sure.
What are we gonna name our beautiful little boy? Sam the.
Capital T in the middle.
Yeah. I'm Samba.
Watch this just be
Sorry,
a copy
Samba.
and pasting mistake by us, and like actually his username is correct, and we just made it wrong.
I'm pretty sure I pasted this right, but I don't know. Yeah, but as far as meeting new cubers and not making it awkward,
Just don't make it awkward.
I would just just go up to them
No,
and
that's hard
talk.
for some people, you know?
Yeah.
Talk-
Yeah, no,
Talk to them like they're normal human beings.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, like something I've noticed is the best way to meet new cubers at competitions is when you're in the competitor waiting area, just say, how's the average going so far? You know,
Yeah.
like that's what I always do. And
Yeah.
you know, I meet a lot of cool people that way.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
you
much.
have so much to relate with other cubers. You can be like, hey, what do you average, or where you
Yeah.
from,
Yeah.
or how
What's your
long was the
name?
drive here?
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
like
dri-
such a small like type hobby, I guess. Like it's such a specific hobby that you'll
yeah,
find
yeah.
a lot of
You can
things to
ask a
talk
lot of
about.
questions and then just
Yeah.
like go off from there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
small
there's
talk
always
is
something to
small
say.
talk is easy.
And just don't
Exactly.
do what I did, because I honestly shouldn't be able to give advice.
That's
on this.
racist.
Yeah. And just saying, if you go up to a new cuber who you want to be your friend at a cubing competition, and you're like, ah, nice weather today, like you're doing
Yeah, or you could be like me and make it awkward.
You have interesting fingers.
Don't be afraid to go up to, like, they have tables set up and stuff. Just don't be afraid to go sit down at one of the tables, because people aren't just going to kick you out. Like, well, generally.
Yeah.
They're not just going to be like, get out.
Generally.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're not just going to be like, get out. So you
Yeah.
can sit there. But if you do
Yeah.
sit there, talk to them.
Don't sit down next to me. I'll tell you to get out. No, look, if you want a foolproof way, here's what you gotta do. Ready? When somebody's not looking, just grab the cube out of their hands and run away. And look, now they have to talk to you.
Yeah, that's what I do
Wow.
to get girls to talk to me. I just
Yeah,
get something
exactly.
of theirs and run away.
You commit theft so that they have to talk to you.
Exactly. Or if they don't, then you just got something, right?
you just say, hey, I may have stole your cube, but you stole my heart.
Oh my god!
no, do it!
Just slide right in there.
Oh no,
so
that hurts so much.
Just drop the cheesiest pickup line you can think of, and then boom, they'll instantly fall in love with you.
That
Hey, are
definitely
you
killed me.
hey, are you
Guys.
Olo Party? Cause you're annoying. Wait, dang it, I messed up.
Hey, did you fall from heaven? Because you're the only 10 I see.
God.
Hey, are you a Megamix? Because you have 12 sides. Dang it, I doesn't make sense.
Hey, are you an end phase inhibitor? Because I want to bind to your allosteric site. Everybody
Hey,
gets that
hey, are
one.
you a
I
VQ7
totally
because you have curves?
Are you a clock? Because what time is it?
God, I think we should make a video on cubing pickup lines now.
Oh yes.
Hey, are you a Pyraminx? Because
I regret
hate
everything
you.
I have said. If I'm editing this, I'm taking all that out.
No.
Okay.
Hey, are you a magnetic Gans URM corner, and I'm a Gans UM edge? Because we should stick
That
together.
just like
Are you a
just
magnetic
lost it.
nailed
cube or
it!
attracted to
Nailed
you?
it!
Are you a magnetic cube? Because I want to stick you to my refrigerator.
Oh, that's pretty good actually. I would use that. I would definitely use that.
That's good.
Okay.
we know what we're
That's-
doing. We're very mature. We're
Hey, are
very-
you Albert U? Because I want you to disappear for 2 years.
Oh,
Oh.
it was actually 3 years. but-
I'm kidding,
okay.
Albert. I'm kidding.
Are you the
Too
Dlsone
soon.
Podcast?
Too
Because I
soon.
want to listen to you every month.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Also,
also-
what method would you recommend for a beginner at Cyoubx? That
Oh.
question needs to be answered.
How about Sarah's
How did-
beginner
I
method?
just-
Sarah, yeah.
It's the only one I know.
How did a talk about like how to be social at Cube Cops turn into pickup lines? I don't know how it got
It's how to talk
Because
to
he
the-
wanted to
how
steal
talk to another
cubes.
cubers. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, I'll take this one. From Morton
So-
Mortenson.
That's
Same.
a great name.
Badly phrased question
awesome
for
name.
everyone. When a cubing company makes new cubes, do you think they have a plan like, let's make a fast, crispy, airy feeling cube? Or do you think they are more like, let's try this new mechanism and plastic and see what happens?
The
Ladder.
second one.
I think the
Last
second
Probably
one.
the second
yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's
No,
that's a
that's-
much easier approach because you don't really
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
plus what equals what. You just know that
Yeah.
sometimes it does this.
Yeah, it's definitely both. Because it was the former for me when I designed the CX3. I wanted a cube that didn't that had like an interlocking mechanism. Actually, so it was kind of annoying because I designed this before the Weilong came out, and so it would have been the first one, but the Weilong came out like 2 weeks before mine did. So
Ooh, that hurts.
yeah.
When you cry every
But-
time.
I do cry every time.
Every
It's
time?
really every
Wait,
time. I'm
every
about to cry
time.
right. I'm about to cry right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Because we can hear.
I didn't realize, but Albert is like in a very good position to answer this question.
That's
Yeah,
true.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think like I wouldn't imagine like designing a puzzle for just the feeling. Like,
Yeah, the
like
feeling
I'm
is
gonna
kind
go
of
out
tough.
and make the world's first. Think of an adjective that hasn't been used to describe something before. The world's first barky cube.
What?
Let's do it.
What?
Like I don't know.
Like it makes.
No, like-
it barks like a dog every time you turn it.
No, not what I meant.
Barf,
I'm trying to
barf,
think.
barf. Hey, is it the Barf Cube V2? Of course it is. Do you want to try it? Sure. Woof, woof, barf, barf.
Barf. I said bark, bark, barf,
Bark, bark.
not barf.
No, that's
Okay.
dogs make those sounds too. They say like
Woof.
barf.
I've never heard a dog say barf.
Yes, they say barf all
Barf,
the time. They
barf,
also
barf.
sometimes
Yeah,
barf.
what is barf?
They also sometimes say barf, and then also
Barf,
sometimes
barf?
barf. Moving
Anyway.
Okay.
on. We got
I'm
the
so
dogs.
disappointed in myself.
From Ayas D. Joshi. Question to everyone. Why do you think CFOP is the most popular speed cubing method, and would you ever consider switching to other methods like Rue or ZZ? What method do you think has the most potential?
I think
It
CFOP
makes
is the most
sense.
popular. Yeah, because it makes sense. Cause
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's basic yet structured. It's there's a lot of room for exploration in every step. Well, not every step, but there's a lot of room for exploration in
Yeah.
last layer. You can
Yeah.
always improve in F2L. It just makes a lot of sense.
It's easier
very-
to come from like a beginner's method.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also just like pretty incestuous, right? Because like every person who does CFOP is gonna be like, oh, you should learn CFOP. Like it's pretty rare
Yeah.
for someone to be like, oh, I do CFOP, but you should learn Rue. Like that just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. So I think just because like it's so popular, also like contributes to why it keeps being popular.
I don't know, nor do I care. Let's move on.
I don't know. Nor do I care. I prefer Petrus.
Cool.
Have you
Yeah,
tried Triangular
that's-
Francisco? That's the way to go.
I love that name so much. All right, so that's it for our Q&A. Please leave more questions down below for our next guest, who we will reveal at the end of the podcast. All right, so moving on to everybody's favorite number one. I can't think of a word to describe it. Is it like
segment?
last time I said event, but event isn't really good. What do you say?
Segment?
Did you-
Festivity.
Segment. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna
Festivity.
use
What
that.
is this, a holiday? Did you say festivity?
Actually, can you
It's
say
like an
festivity?
activity, but festive.
Festivity is definitely better.
All right, now moving on
Everyone's
to
number
everybody's
one favorite festivity.
everyone's favorite number one festivity. Who did what? So, if you don't know who did what, then you need to watch more of the podcast. Go back and watch more of it. But basically, what happens is...
So you just said if you don't know what it is, I'm gonna explain it to you. But go back and look for it.
No, he just wants people to watch. Yeah, exactly. He just wants more
Yeah.
views.
Alright,
I
alright.
understand.
Exactly.
Alright.
I'm all in it for the money, man. It's like
Yeah, I
that's
do that
just
all
it.
the time. Yeah.
If you don't know what this is, go back and look for it. But I'll tell you what it is.
All right. Anyway, I have to do it for the segment intro. I mean, it's like a necessity. All right. Anyway, so in Who Did What, we have the guest, in this case Albert, read through different embarrassing or funny stories that either relate or do not relate to cubing that happen to everybody, and he has to guess who did what. Hence the name. So let's get started. Albert, you can read through all of them first, and then when you're done
Wait.
reading, you can.
Do we even give him the...
Is there some?
Yeah, do we?
Wait,
Yeah, was I
There's no
supposed to read something? I have nothing to read. Come on,
There's the
guys. Alright, who did what? The closest I've come to getting stitches. One day after a shower, I got up on the slippery counter to wipe off the mirror. My knee slipped and I slammed my head into the sharp corner of a rectangular soap dispenser. I was less than an inch away from poking out my eye. Instead, I came away unscathed with a gash and a black eye. I still have a dent in my face where I hit my head.
Aw.
So
Okay.
I feel like this is basically DG.
Wait, guess out.
But
guess
yeah.
Guess
I'll-
afterwards.
yeah.
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 In middle
Albert.
school, one of my friends and I were cubing in the school's library. I let her borrow my Zanshi to use for a solve when a non-cuber, who was her friend, came up to watch. When she finished her solve, the non-cuber took the cube, looked at it for about a second, and threw it on the ground with full force. 5 center caps flew all around the room, but besides that, the cube was unharmed. Regardless, I became more careful of my cubes after that incident. Okay. When I was 5 or 6, I went on a skiing trip right after learning to ski. I was able to ski on beginner slopes, but decided to go on a more daring and steeper
Oh
trail.
goodness.
When I got to the top, I realized how steep it was and was too scared to ski down, so instead of skiing, I slid down the slope on my butt. While I was sliding down, a snowboarder on the top of the mountain snowboard somehow slipped out and the board went down the mountain. It crashed onto my small body.
Oh god.
Now I'm trying to think of who has the smallest
I
body.
died 3 days later.
Well, I think we all had
That was
small
me.
bodies when we were 5 or 6, so that's
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Well, no, but you would only say that if you have a larger body now, right? But like
Maybe, I
Derpy
don't
is still
know.
pretty tiny, so
Oh,
I don't-
thanks.
It's definitely not
Thanks.
Derpy.
Love you
I went
too,
to
Albert.
Italy with my family a few years ago. Oh, I'm gonna start Facebook stalking. And one night we were
no
completely wiped
interneting.
out.
No external
Oh.
information.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, I went to Italy with my family a few years ago, and one night we were completely wiped out from a day of touring around. I was sleeping in a twin-sized bed while my parents had the queen size, and these 2 beds were positioned next to each other. The next morning, I woke up feeling the bed. The next morning, I woke up feeling the bed shake as my mom got out. I thought, that's strange. Shouldn't I be the only one in bed? But I was still dead tired, so I just went back to sleep for a bit. When I actually got up, I found that for some reason I was now in the queen bed, and my dad was in my twin bed. After we all wake up, my mom tells me that in the middle of the night, she and my dad woke up to me standing over their bed mumbling, and I eventually plopped down on their bed and wouldn't move, so my dad was forced to get up and sleep on my bed instead. I'd never sleepwalked before this and haven't since. That story turned out a lot differently than I thought it was going to go. Once I was ice skating when I was very little, and the entire time that I took lessons, I had always preferred hockey skates over figure skates because I would trip over the spikes on the front of figure skates. That day we were learning to ice skate backwards. After a couple tries of the entire class skating backwards, I thought I'd gotten it down. Then I felt my entire body fall forward because there weren't any spikes on the front of the skates to stop me. And me fall straight on my face onto the ice. Strangely enough, I felt almost nothing, yet it didn't take long for me to realize that I chipped my front tooth badly. Oh, Chris Olsen. I cried for the next 30 minutes while my mom came to drive me to the dentist.
Luckily it was when you were little though, so like tooth
Yeah.
falls out.
Yeah, we had Chris Olsen come on and write his story, so.
I see.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever gotten 0 out of 5?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I
So
was
really,
4.
if I just guess the same person for all of them, I'm guaranteed 1.
No, you have to use.
That doesn't
Don't
make it
do
fun.
that.
You
You can only use one at a time. There are no repeats
Okay,
on this
alright.
test.
Okay.
Oh, Albert's got it hard though. I mean, like usually people have 4, and he has 5.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
true.
true.
I'm also really bad at multiple
Fine, we'll give
choice.
you a kiss if you get one right.
You'll get a 0 for plagiarism.
Ooh, someone knocked on my door.
Ooh.
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 Behind the scenes.
Do I have to do anything with it? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, so,
This is the police. Get out of your house immediately. I think we should just leave it.
oh no, they've got me. Okay, so the first one, closest to getting stitches. So I feel like this is that story that DG was talking about before we started, but I don't know if it was the same. Is he disaster prone? I don't know.
Disaster prone. That's a thing.
or injury prone. Well, I guess all of you are injury prone according
Yeah.
to the series.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll skip the first one for now. I need time to deliberate with myself.
Group huddle.
it-
Okay.
In middle school, one of my wait, how many of you are still in middle school?
None
What?
Of us.
What?
Oh,
None of
none
us.
of-
None of
no.
us.
None of us.
Okay.
How many
So
of
I
you
know
are
a couple
still
of you
full?
don't. I know a couple of you don't even cube in school. So, let's see.
But this is a couple. This
I think we
had to
all
have been at least
had
like.
at one point.
I think we all cubed in middle school.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think we
I
all
didn't.
cubed at some point.
Yeah.
school.
In school, yeah.
Okay, let's be honest here. In middle school, if you have a friend, it's probably of the same gender. So the second one is either Ava or Allison. But and not to be sexist, but I'm guessing the ice skating one is also. Oh, actually no, that's not true. Let's see. Preferred hockey skates over figure skates, but it was an ice skating class. So if you had to choose, oh, that's weird. Okay, so I think I'm narrowing this down. I'm gonna get all 5. That's my goal. Let's see.
Isn't that your is that the goal?
Yeah,
That's my
isn't
goal. I think that's the only goal of this game, to get them right.
Okay, so I feel like Allison is more injury prone than Ava, so I'm gonna say the last one is Allison and the second one is Ava.
Wow, sexist. I'm kidding.
Well, no, it's based on
Wait,
my
Albert.
demographic analysis.
Albert, for
Yeah.
the rest of them, can you, instead of referring to them as the last one or the second
Oh,
one, can
sure.
you say just a word
Yes.
about it so the listeners know
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay. So 5 center caps.
Just claps.
Ava.
5 center
Yeah.
claps.
And then entire body falling forward is Allison. Okay. So I still
Little
don't know
did
what
Albert know,
Stitch
I
is.
figure skated.
Don't try to fool me now. So I think the person who went skiing was Derpy, because I see himself describing his body as a small body. That's probably
Okay.
wrong. That's probably wrong, but I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so I feel like DG would not hurt himself on a counter twice. Especially, yeah, okay, alright, so I'm gonna say that first one is Adam, and then DG seems like he would go to Italy, so I guess those are my final answers.
Okay, you got 1.
Yes! Yes! I did it! I did not get last place.
You got me. You got me, and it's a giveaway because I always hurt myself. So
Yeah, Adam.
Well, apparently you all hurt
Right here.
yourselves. Okay, so which one was which?
Alright, so let's go in order.
Ava, you want to say?
So the second
how about
one.
how about Ava? You say.
Okay.
Okay, so the middle school one was DG.
I knew it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You
No,
assume your
see-
gender role as
The
well.
gender
right?
thing tricked you.
Tricked you.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were so. I didn't realize you were so suave. I need to learn from you.
DG,
It's a ladies' man.
That was not my experience in middle
Yeah,
school.
DG is such a ladies' man.
Yeah.
I liked the logic behind it though. I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was some solid logic. Most of my friends in middle school were male, but that one was
Wait, was
not.
she your
so-
friend?
I had a couple.
Yeah, she was
I
my
had a
friend.
couple guy friends in middle school, or at least like my last year of middle school. Not really like beginning. I don't think. I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Okay, so the skiing one was me.
I knew it.
The Italy one was Allison.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was so wrong about everything.
And Derpy ice skates.
Oh, wait. So why do you prefer hockey skates over figure skates?
Oh, because I mean it's in the story.
Well, no, but like why did you start with figure skates?
Oh, because
I used to skate, so that's
they just recommended them to everybody, and I'm like, no, I don't like them. I want hockey
Wait,
skates.
see, okay, that's why I'm asking. So they recommended figure skates to you?
Yeah, and I'm like, and
That's-
then I tried
that's
them, and
really
then I
weird.
like tripped and fell, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want these. I
Yeah,
prefer hockey
that's odd.
skates.
I think, yeah, so when I took skating classes, they always recommended hockey skates for everyone.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so I thought it was, like, someone who actually, like, did figure skating, and it was just like, no, I like hockey skates better. Yeah, so I was very, very confused. Okay, alright, that makes a lot more sense.
Professional figure
Yeah.
skaters using hockey skates.
Oh, that'd be so
It's
bad. That's
not,
actually
it's not
impressive.
the skates. Yeah, it's the skater, not the skates.
Yeah. Hey, imagine
DG,
ice
like,
skates
never
review.
travels though. So
Yeah, he's never been out of this time
he's
zone.
Yeah, I've never been out of the country.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can
Never
come
been
here.
out of the time zone.
I travel.
Actually.
I travel.
DG has never left his house.
That's why he's so pale.
I don't leave my house either. I don't even open doors when people knock, apparently.
Nice.
So that's about it for who did what. we still should be doing that. Like, I'm still curious about like what the average is for how many people
Oh,
get
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Someone should calculate that.
I should go back. And
No, we should keep a
anyway.
score on like a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Ooh,
should.
I love spreadsheets.
DG, that's your calling, man.
Yeah,
It's
come
spreadsheet
on.
time.
Okay.
You gotta
I'm
go.
gonna do it. I'm doing that.
Anyway, so now we're moving on to everybody's second favorite festivity.
Shut up.
Cubing in the news. DG, take it away.
Alright, so if you haven't listened to any of the episodes of the podcast before, that's your only excuse for not knowing what cubing in the news is. So I'll explain it to you, although I do recommend that you listen to all of the previous episodes. But, so basically the way it works is, we take some of the worst cubing articles that we can find, obviously written by non-cubers who have no idea what they're doing, and we read them for our own amusement. So this article is titled, Cool to be Square. Rubik's Cube Comp is December 10 at Freetown Lakeville Middle School. So, Albert, if you wanna start off reading, read as much as you feel like.
Okay, so in Lakeville, middle school students from Freetown and Lakeville are busily preparing for a challenging competition upcoming next month. It involves speed, timing, and quick reactions. But there ends the comparison with traditional sporting events.
I think they already messed up grammar. Like they said, upcoming next month. I think
Yeah,
they should say coming up
this is
next
written
month.
this is written really poorly.
Yeah.
Instead,
Yeah.
you might call it "Be There and Be Square."
God.
That's funny, and also a pun.
Please, no. Please,
God,
no.
these
Teams.
writers are so funny. I should hire them for literally nothing.
Oh god.
Teams from all over New England will be competing to see who is the best
Teams?
at solving the Rubik's Cube at the Free Lake Rubik's Cube competition December 10th at the Freetown Lakeville Middle School.
Wait,
Yeah, what's up with teams?
here's what I don't understand.
Teams?
They say all over New England, but they just say middle school students from Freetown and Lakeville. I don't know where that is, but I'm assuming it's not all over
Yeah.
New England.
No, Freetown and Lakeville are like make up the bulk of New England.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, the middle school populace is like 3 million.
Oh god, this next
Oh
is so
my
bad.
God.
Okay, since its invention more than 40 years ago, the Rubik's Cube has proven itself to be much more than a fading fad, like the Pet Rock or the Cabbage Patch Kids.
See, no one would get that, because that's like... What decade even is
That
that? Is that like...
comparison, why?
Is that like 90s?
Get up later. I
I'm
need
pretty
to
sure
know
that the Cabbage, like the Pet Rock and the Rubik's Cube, like, came out in different decades.
Yeah, and also, like, the Pet Rock, comparing that to
Yeah,
the
to the
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's Cube. What?
The Rubik's Cube is much more stimulated than a Pet Rock.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, like, what do you... Oh, you know, I've seen this thing, a USB Pet Rock. It has a USB cable, you plug it in, it doesn't have any storage on it, but you can plug it in. It will do nothing.
Oh, I love that so much.
Okay, so according to teacher Nate Eleuterio, who grew up in Somerset and who started the team 5 years ago, solving the Rubik's Cube provides students with a fun way to master the rudiments of math.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I've never heard of someone use rudiments like that.
The only time I've heard rudiments is for my percussionist friend talking about percussion.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudiments was one of my vocab words this week.
Oh,
Guys,
really?
let's talk about the
In
word
school.
rudiments instead of this article.
Yep.
Like I would never describe like the
Yeah, the
basics of math as the
rudiments
rudiments
of
of math.
Yeah.
He's just trying to sound smart, but he just sounds stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
this person, I think, remember, I don't know if you guys saw JR's video about him reacting to his older videos, but he said,
Oh,
like, in one
yeah,
of them, he
yeah.
looked up words
Oh.
in a thesaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's what this person's doing.
The complexity of this cube's mechanism really implies...
Yeah.
I first got interested in this when I was in college when I took a course called Math Explorations, said Eleuterio. One of the things I had to learn how to do was learn about solving the puzzle. When I was lucky enough to be hired as a teacher, I thought that this would be a good thing to do for the students.
You had to learn
Yeah.
how to learn.
My sister,
Yeah.
my sister took exploration, math exploration. I taught her how to solve it for her class. That was fun.
Oh, that's cool. But
I
yeah,
definitely
it says
thought I
he had to
misread
learn
that.
how to learn about it.
Yeah,
And not
yeah.
even learn how to solve it. He had to learn how to learn about solving it.
About
Like,
solving
Yeah,
it.
just learn
that's
about
like
solving it.
yeah, that's like when you have a project and you're like, yeah, I'll like start thinking about doing it soon. It's like-
Basically.
I'll set aside 30 minutes to plan for when I should actually do it.
Exactly. Well, I do that daily. So one of the great things about the Rubik's Cube, besides the addictive nature of the puzzle, is its inexpensive cost, and there's a big return.
Okay.
The,
Are they
the
about to go
sequence
about
of
prize
moves-
money?
Huh?
Oh, they're about to talk. I think they're about to talk about prize money, or not. I don't know.
The sequence of moves that need to be mastered, called an
An
algorithm,
algorithm.
helps build students' math skills. The accumulated skills gained through mastering the puzzle result in higher level mathematical thinking.
Like what?
That's just not true.
Like what?
Yeah. That's just
You could be, any level in math and still learn how to do the Rubik's
Yeah.
Cube. You just need
No,
to
the only
memorize.
the only reason I can do calc is because I can solve a cube.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
It basically taught
Yeah,
me
clearly.
derivatives and integrals. I just look at the cube and I see derivatives all over.
I would also like to mention that the fact that high school students are able to find so many grammar mistakes in your article means that you should have probably spent more time on it.
But what if this guy's actually like in elementary school and this paper was like his elementary school project?
Then that would be really impressive. Conversely,
Exactly.
Yeah, that would
that would
be
be a
great.
really good article.
But this guy knows about Pet Rock and Cyoubx Patch Kids.
Well, he talked to his dad.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He had to do research.
Dad, what fading
Research,
fads
yeah.
were there, such as the Rubik's Cube?
Oh, man.
Well, let me tell you about my Pet Rock days.
I went to pet rock competitions all across the country.
I showed my shiniest Pet Rock
All over New England.
all over New England.
Throughout New England, the reputation of Eleuterio Speed Cubers has grown. Since the team was started, many students from Lakeville and Freetown have won numerous regional competitions. Cameron Sheedy, a former member of the Freetown Lakeville team, was the champion of a competition held at the New England Museum of Science, solving the puzzle in just a shade over 35 seconds.
Okay.
Wait, what kind of are these like? You can do the cube competitions? Like what?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Oh, you skipped a couple paragraphs, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait.
See, this is so poorly written, I don't even care.
It starts with set. The one that starts
okay.
with set.
Said Eleuterio. I started the club about 5 years ago. It's more than just a game. It's about algorithms, mathematics, and problem solving. It's a neat skill to master.
Very neat.
You need to be persistent to master the challenge. If a kid solves it, they have more confidence in school and are generally more successful.
Are you
I don't think. Okay, here's the
How?
thing. I don't think cubing is nearly old enough to be to be proven that like. Cause there's
It's like
there's
what data
serious
are you
speed cuber.
using to support
Yeah.
this?
There's no serious because cubing is too young for someone to have started in like elementary school and now be an adult now.
Well,
Except
Yeah.
maybe me.
serious, I guess.
Okay.
But like settle down with like a family and kids
Yeah.
and a
I need
dog.
to find it.
Yeah, like, I mean, from personal experience, my grades haven't gotten better because of cubing.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I was gonna
Usually,
be
usually it's
interested-
the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually cubing takes up more time, and then you're like, oh, grades are kind of less important.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, a lot of people ask about like how to balance cubing in school, right?
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Cubing
Yeah, it's
is
not
very
like,
dominates or
it's not like
something.
cubing inspires you to get better at school.
Yeah.
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 You're kind of just like, I kind of want to cube.
I kind of want to cube, or I could do homework. It's so hard to decide.
Yeah. Okay, so regarding the competitions, we usually do well, said Eleuterio. I think I'm saying his name differently every single time. In the first year we competed, we finished in second place. Anyone who competes against us knows they're in for a challenge. Over 100 kids here at the school have learned it and participated in the competitions. So the way they're describing it makes it sound like it's like a math team competition.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, actually. This year, Eleuterio decided that, after traveling on the road for the last several years, the time had come for South Coast to finally host its own challenge. Entries from elementary, middle schools, and high school teams will be accepted until November 27th. The challenge will consist of team... What?
Oh, wait,
The challenge-
makes sense.
The challenge will consist of team, 8 students and a teacher coach, and solo events. Okay,
okay.
I understand now.
Yeah.
That was really poorly written. The teams will be competing for the fastest time to collectively solve 25 Rubik's Cubes.
Yo, guys, we could totally take them.
Yo,
Let's
let's
do it.
go. Let's go.
We don't even
Shoot.
need 8 students and a teacher.
Yeah. Albert, will you be our coach?
Yeah, I'm going to make you guys train 16 hours a day so that you can
Yeah,
beat
Asian
35
dad
seconds.
style.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was raised. So, for more information, check out the website. You can do the Cube or call Nate
Oh, it is, you can
Eleuterio.
do the Cube.
Oh,
I see.
wait. Call Nate at an email.
Guys, let's call Nate.
At his email.
Oh, God.
Spectators as well as competitors are welcome to attend the great competition,
What if-
which starts at 8:30 in the morning.
What if
I
you
like
like
how
get
they
a?
say the great competition.
Yeah.
What if
What
you?
makes
What
it
if,
so great?
I'm just wondering. What if like a situation pops up where you get a girl's number and then she gives you her email?
Just type the
That-
just type the
that
email
never
into the
happens
phone.
to me.
Just go
I would
like
have to talk to a
you
girl
know how
first.
they're letters. Just
You,
type
Oh,
you
yeah.
mail her.
Actually, I did give someone my email instead of my number once.
Nice.
But
I think
It
I
can be
mentioned
useful.
that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, cause I didn't want to talk to her. Oh, she was just really weird. So she ended up sending me like 3 emails a day, and it's just like,
Oh
stop.
man.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
Okay, so the end of this article is it's such a unique competition and a lot of fun, but the key to being successful, like in anything else, is just practice and more practice. Oh, that's a nice end statement, I guess.
Yeah, really, really good. You know
I want to
something?
eat.
You know something I just found? On the bottom, there's an ad for Sleepies, but you have to scroll through the ad. Like,
What?
it's too big to fit in the space they were given,
where?
so they make it so you need to scroll.
Where?
Like below the more stories thing. I don't know. This. is
Oh
just
my
on the
God!
probably.
Family's home overrun by 24 rattlesnakes, including
Yeah, I see
one
that
in the
too.
toilet.
I see that too.
Man afraid of flying dies in first flight. Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
man.
These are terrible things.
And the
Girls
break- the
basketball
breaking
seniors
news.
step up late in Westport.
Yeah,
Win
I
over
see
West
that one.
Bridgewater.
Okay, back to interesting
What is wearable? Exhibit pushes boundaries on clothing and
Oh
art.
wait, should we look at are the captions interesting for these pictures in this article?
Oh yeah.
Oh, probably.
I like that Rubik's brand.
Oh, it's a very good
Teacher
picture.
Nate Eleuterio and a group of students
Eleuterio.
at Freetown Lakeville Middle School are working on a Rubik's Cube challenge.
Ooh.
In this file photo, Nate Studley works on.
Is
I
everyone just
don't know.
named Nate? Is this like a Nate club? It's like you can only be Nate.
Wait, what?
Nate Studley, Nate Eleuterio.
Works
Oh,
on
true.
solving
You
a
must be
5x5
Nate to join.
Rubik's Cube at Freetown Lakeville Middle School prior to the 2014 Rubik's Cube challenge.
It was a long time ago.
Why do they call it a file photo?
Oh, there's
In
only
this
2.
What does
file.
that mean?
They're probably like 65. And
Wait,
they don't know
hold
how
on.
to call pictures pictures.
So they have to compete with only Rubik's brands, right? So is that 5x5? That 5x5 doesn't look like a Rubik's brand.
I think it's.
Looks
Yeah,
strange.
Yeah, it looks like a shank
Yeah.
shell.
Because like if they had to do Rubik's brand, oh god.
Oh,
Well,
no.
but no, but this kid just has a 5x5, right? They're only competing in 3x3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should do that right now. I think we should get 25 3x3s, and
Okay. So should we just each solve 5? Is that?
but there's.
Are we
there's
Wait,
about
how
to-
many
wait.
other 6 of us?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Are we about to
Understands.
are we about to cube on the podcast? That's illegal.
That is illegal.
No.
I'm a bad influence.
No, we can do it after.
Okay.
We can
Guys
do it
cube.
after we finish recording.
Guys,
Yeah,
I've
that'd
made
actually be pretty fun.
I've made a map of Freetown and Lakeville for everybody for reference.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Here
Put
it
it in the
is.
show notes.
Oh.
Put it in the show notes.
Put it in
Yes.
the show notes.
That's basically the entire Northeast.
Yeah,
Wait, where is it?
it makes up
Where
makes
is
up
it?
most of New England right there. I put it in the Dlsone
Oh.
Podcast episode
Oh.
chat.
Oh, God.
Look at that.
There it is. Each
Please-
town
please put
spans
that in
about
the show
3
notes.
states.
Wait, what?
Yeah, putting
I
in the
don't
show
see it.
notes. Each town spans about 3 states, and it's a nightmare for like
I don't see it.
Wait, so there's a middle school that's like for both of these. Wait, I'm confused.
Freetown Lakeville,
people travel
yeah.
up to 300 miles to get to their middle school. You don't see it? It's in the Dlsone Podcast episode chat.
Can you put it in the show notes, Adam?
I'm doing it right now. If you would like to see the map, it is located in the show notes. Each one of these districts has one middle school, and they span multiple states. So it's like really a zoning. The zoning in these places are like really messed up, like Laketown and Freetown. So
Lake Town. It's
Lake-
Lakeville.
Oh, Lakeville. Yeah. Lake Town and Freeville.
Lake Town and
They give them the same name.
Lake Town and Freeville.
So this middle school has a 3.5-star review on Google.
Oh.
On
Ooh.
Just
Google.
wanted to point that
I
out.
didn't know you could review middle schools.
Yeah, you can review schools on Google.
That's
Once
funny.
I went to a Staples in order to buy some pencils, and I searched whether the pencils were good on Google first, and there were reviews on pencils.
That's hilarious.
That surprised me. Okay, so now we're going to try a relatively new section on the podcast,
Section?
one sentence story.
Festivity.
Section. It's a
I said
festivity.
section?
It's a section.
Festivity.
A relatively new festivity on this podcast. We have the one sentence story. So we did this last time, but I'm going to reiterate the rules for the hosts that were not there and for our guest. So how this one sentence story works is that, as per the name, each of us will come up with one sentence to compile into a larger narrative, basically. However, the only indication of the subject of the story is 3 words from the previous person. So Allison and I will demonstrate.
Okay.
So, for example, I'm going to start off the first sentence and do whatever, type something. And then I'm going to turn to Allison and say, Bush, car, President Obama.
That's
And-
4 words.
Oh, well, those are 2 words, but Bush, car, Obama.
Okay.
And then she has to write a sentence based on that.
That's supposed to follow
then at
it
the
in the
end-
story. You don't write a sentence that is that,
Mhm.
basically, yeah.
And at the end, we are
You
going
get
to
a
compile all the
nonsensical
sentences.
paragraph.
Yep.
What? Yeah.
You gotta-
Wait,
non-
so you don't write a story. So the second sentence would not be about Bush, Carr, and Obama.
Yeah,
No, it would-
your
it would
second
follow
sentence
up
would
to
follow up from, like, Bush, car, Obama is what the first sentence was about.
So
Right.
here's what
So
happens.
Allison would say in her head, like, okay, so maybe it was about a Bush driving a car into Obama. So then I would write a sentence about Obama went to the hospital
Yeah,
and
yeah.
got an something like that. And so then we compile it at the end.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this came from our last Cubing in the News segment,
Yeah.
where it seemed like there were 2 authors that were just making the article in this fashion.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we got it from. Okay, so we're going to get started. The order that we're going to go in is the host order, and then Albert, do you want to go first? Or
No,
last?
definitely not. No, always
Okay.
last.
So I'm going to write this sentence now. All right, so we are back. We have written all of the sentences for the story. So what we're going to do is we're going to read off the sentences in order, and the 3 words that were given for that sentence. So I'll start it off. Here we go. The great dove man heard the cry of the damsel in distress and went bolting to her rescue.
Okay, 3 words.
Oh, yeah.
The 3 words I gave DG were superhero, dove, and distress.
So I feel like I followed this pretty well, but the damsel in distress changed around a little bit. So, Super Dove turned his ear to Designer's trademarked sound and flew through the sky to save him. And my words I gave to Derpy were Super Dove and Hurrah! And rescue.
Okay, so my sentence was, Super Dove flew to the rescue as it screeched, mimicking the famous designer. And the words I gave Ava were Super Dove, rescue, and designer, I think.
That's
Yeah.
like basically what I gave
Wait.
you.
Yeah.
Oh!
What's a super dove? Oh.
Oh,
It's
What?
a superhero.
Oh, I thought it was a book.
I created a superhero named Dove Man. Yeah.
okay.
That was a book?
Oh, guys, by the way, I made a place on the show notes for the one sentence story.
I think
So,
I think Ava and I are where the story completely changed.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, the words I got were not relevant at all.
Oh
Wait,
no.
Ava, okay, Ava, say yours.
The song Panda and the book Super Dove rescued Cyoubx from Cuber's thumb.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, wait.
Wait.
And then what were the?
Wait, guys, can you paste your sentences in the show notes real quick?
Oh, okay.
So we can see them.
And then
so we can read them.
Ava, say your 3 words.
Panda, book, and Cuber's thumb, or thumbers, if that's
Okay.
too many.
Yeah, she said Cuber's thumb, and I was like, does that count as 1 word?
It doesn't
hold on,
really matter.
Alright, so my sentence was the bamboo eater mistook the unfortunate Cuber's thumb as food and bit it off. So the words I gave were panda, thumb, and bite.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so then I said, I tried using my thumb to stop the bleeding, but it was too much, so I used my face instead. And then the words I gave were thumb, bleeding, and face.
So then I said, distressed, he sprinted to a medic, blood gushing from his thumb and face. And on his way to safety, the leeches in the area smelled his fear, suddenly coming out of the woodworks to feed on his delicious plasma.
Oh my god.
I thought it was quite colorful. And I gave DG blood, medic, and plasma.
No, you didn't give me plasma. You gave me blood, medic, and leeches.
And leeches, yeah.
Yeah. So I said, the medics attempted to remove the leeches from his body when suddenly the tweezers were dropped into his mouth, causing a choking attack. And the words I gave to Derpy were tweezers, dropped, choking.
Okay, so I said, miraculously, the tweezers flew out of his mouth and hit a nearby kangaroo, knocking it out.
Wait, how did they get to the... What? Okay, what happened with Ava's sentence?
The kangaroo then learned the Roo method, attended a WCA competition.
Oh my god.
And beat Felix Zemdex. That's what I.
Oh, okay, I interpreted that differently. Oh wait, give me the words. Or say the words.
Roo competition and Felix.
Okay, yeah, I interpreted that differently. I said Waffo coached Felix leading up to the competition, and he ended up doing very well with Roo. And I gave him Waffo coach and Roo.
Yeah, okay, this was not relevant at all. So I said, and that was how I convinced Waffo to switch to Roo. Like, completely irrelevant.
Alright, so here we have the fully compiled one-sentence story. Here we go. The great Doveman heard the cry of a damsel in distress and went bolting to her rescue. Super Dove turned his ear to Designer's trademark sound and flew through the sky to save him. Super Dove flew to the rescue as it screeched, "Korra!" mimicking the famous Designer. The song Panda and the book Super Dove rescued Cyoubx from Cuber's thumb. The bamboo eater mistook the unfortunate Cuber's thumb as food and bit it off. I tried using my thumb to stop the bleeding, but it was too much, so I used my face instead. Distressed, he sprinted to a medic, blood gushing from his thumb and face. But on his way to safety, the leeches in the area smelled his fear, suddenly coming out of the woodworks to feed on his delicious plasma. The medics attempted to remove the leeches from his body, when suddenly, the tweezers were dropped into his mouth, causing a choking attack. Miraculously, the tweezers flew out of his mouth and hit a nearby kangaroo, knocking it out. The kangaroo then went the Roo method. Attended a WCA competition and beat Felix Zemdex. Waffo coached Felix leading up to the competition, and he ended up doing very well with it. And that was how I convinced Waffo to switch to Roo. The end.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So you see, kids, that is how I convinced Waffo to switch to
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was a perfect
Okay.
ending, too.
That was amazing.
Yeah, Albert, that was the best way you could have ended it. Oh man. That was
And
awesome.
that is the one-sentence story. Alright, so I think that about does it for our 16th episode. So thank you for viewing the second season of Dlsone.
16th season, episode 1.
The entire season.
It's the season finale
Join
and
us
the premiere.
next season for the same exact thing with a different person. Alright.
You just summed up all of this podcast.
Yeah. Alright, a big thank you to Cyoubx for joining us on this podcast. We had a really good time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And I'm now the editor, right?
Yeah, totally.
Or is that
why
not
would
true?
why would the guest edit it?
I don't know. That'd be more
All right,
fun.
thanks for
actually.
coming on.
You should
We'll
let the
give you all the
guests
audio files and you edit it up.
We should just give him like 1 hour audio files, but like of like not that.
Yeah.
Like 1 hour, like
definitely
a 1 hour
edit it.
audio file of like a cat scratching something.
Oh, you know what would be so
We
funny?
should give him
Imagine
audio
I,
files
like,
of different podcasts. Like one person.
Yeah,
was-
that's what I was gonna say.
True. He'd be so
see
confused.
how it works out.
He'd be like, this doesn't work.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, so now it's time to announce our next guest on the podcast. So, drum roll, please. Rami Spahi.
Yay!
So,
Insane Cuber.
if you have any questions,
Rubik's
Yeah.
Code 101.
yeah. Okay, so if you have any questions for Rami, make sure to leave them down below, and we'll include them in the Q&A. Anyway, that's about it for this one. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below, and that'll be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow us on social media in order to be awesome, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
Dude, this is
so
beautiful
by the way,
outside.
so
Podcast
one thing
dynamics.
that really bothers me is that you guys have a different blue for every thumbnail.
What if we
Thumbnails.
very slowly edged towards changing to red?
Actually, that'd be really cool if you like did it
every
based on
episode.
seasons.
Yeah.
You see the doves? They're so pretty.
Let's see.
Adam, cool. See the doves? They're so pretty.
Okay. The dove just pooped on my roof. I'm really mad at it now.
Now you can't walk
Okay.
out onto
Alright.
it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm watching you. Anyway, that's about it for this one.
Wait. We need to
If you
announce
have
our
any
next
comments, questions, or
guest.
suggestions, you can leave
Wait.
them down below.
Wait.
Like, share this video, and follow us on social
Wait,
media.
Adam.
We also have links to-
He took his
Adam.
headphones off.
If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below, and that'll be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow us on social media.
Social media.
So well.
Social media.
Social media.
DG, stop laughing, please.